What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Saturday afternoon. Just in the office working. Just so guys, let you know, I'm not going to be in this office too much more often than I have been. I'm going to get out on the road and I'm going to start working a couple of trade shows, at least for a couple of months. Uh, so you won't be seeing too many more of these filmings in the office. I will still have it, of course. It's just that, now that COVID's somewhat letting up there, a lot of trade shows are going to be opening back up, and I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. The reason why I'm making this video is, last time we discussed, uh, Donald Trump's cheeks getting busted. And now we're going to discuss what goes on next in this little fight for the White House. The truth of the matter is, there is no longer a fight for the White House. This thing is over with. Put it to bed, basically. You know? But someone had asked me about why I didn't like Trump for and how he supported the black communities and stuff like that. And this may sound strange coming from me, but I don't believe in giving money to black communities or letting criminals out of jail early. And here's the reason being, because number one, I'm from the hood, basically. No matter how much money you give to any development or anything like that, if you don't remove the bad elements that destroyed the neighborhood to begin with, you're just throwing your money out the door. Okay, fine, you can go and pick up all the garbage, you can build a new park, you can paint a few fences, put some new appliances in apartments. But if that same element is still around, they're just going to destroy it again. The black community has to clean itself up. We as a people have to clean it up. Because, no amount of money in the world, you can have Jeff Bezos money, no amount of money in the world can clean up a community in which the elements, the drug dealers, and all these other people are still controlling it. That leads me to my next thing about, Donald Trump letting out some of these people early. And here's my whole thing there on that. They shouldn't have been let out to begin with. Now, I can understand someone being let out early for marijuana, but not for crack cocaine. The reason why they were handing out long sentences is because crack back in the 80s, destroyed a lot of lives. It killed a lot of people, much like oxycodone. It killed a lot of people. It ruined neighborhoods. It ruined lives. It ruined families. And the use and sale of crack cocaine also resulted in, other crimes, thievery, fraud, in order to get these types of drugs, muggings, uh, it's just a cascade of things here, as far as to what crack cocaine was. And I'm very glad that they handed down these high sentences. In fact, most of them should have stayed up there. Now, people can make the argument saying that blacks get a longer sentence, and I would agree with that because I worked as a corrections officer. I know. Yes, blacks, Latinos, they get longer sentences. But here's the thing. Given that, we already know that we get a long sentence, wouldn't it be just a lot easier just not to break the law? You know, if you're going to get a longer sentence for robbery than a white person, rather than worrying about a white person getting a longer sentence than a black person, how about trying to worry about the reason why he's going around robbing people to begin with? Because here's the thing. If you're not robbing anyone, it's not going to matter if you get a longer sentence or not, because you're not going to get a sentence at all because you're not going around robbing people. Just makes perfect sense. Maybe Donald Trump meant well, but the truth of the matter is my community, black community, we got to take care of ourselves. We got to, it's like The Sopranos. You ever seen the show Sopranos when Beans got ran over by that car? Basically, it's like Tony said, we gotta wash our own laundry sometimes. And this is just a case of where we need to start washing our own goddamn laundry. Period. No money for black communities. Let's not let these criminals out of jail or prison or wherever they are right now. I know I know it's just a losing battle trying to convince people just to let them stay in prison there for the crimes. I think the problem is that, after 20 some years, people forget just how destructive crack is, you know. Maybe they should go get a VHS and, play, New Jack City for the kids, and, you'll get a good idea. But I think it's kind of ridiculous, just throwing away it. It's literally throwing away money because you're not doing anything to get rid of that bad element to begin with. And if you're worried so much about getting a prison sentence for being black, then the first thing you need to do is not get that prison sentence by committing that crime to begin with. Don't do it. Stay in school, get an education. If need be, work at McDonald's. Don't try to go for the fast money. Because remember, you can't get a longer sentence if you're not breaking the law to begin with. That makes sense, people? Good. I'm going to head home. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.